Jeff got killed.
I did some damage. I did some damage early on, but then apparently the dungeon master actually had to roll some good dice.
Well, he sacrificed himself for me.
And the party appreciates that.
They do.
So the round is over. The new round begins. Now everybody can start hearing, little shrieks of. You guys know that they sound like sort of like a goblinoid type of creature, and these guys start running up. And when this orc here sees that he's just totally surrounded, he just throws his bow down and starts to surrender, and the other orcs on the other side do as well. So that they aren't speaking in human, but they are speaking in orc. That me no one die or whatever. And so they are trying to surrender now.
The goblins still going for him, or did they stop going after this?
As far as you can see, the goblins are not attacking you guys. You guys can sense that the goblins are definitely going for the orcs.
I personally think. Sorry, go on.
Because they are screaming in goblin. Orcs must die.
So they're still going for the orcs after they surrender?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Because I think we shouldn't kill these orcs yet. We need to
absolutely what I was thinking.
I was thinking that, considering we had the task of trying to find the missing goblin workers from the docks, which I can only assume that these poor souls are, I believe our benefactor would reward us handsomely if we was to bring him back 3 additional workers.
That's a good.
Yeah, we also want to ask.
I was thinking, what are all these black figures around me?
And we want to ask where that other orc went.
Yeah, well, you speak Goblin and Orc. I believe we've got party members that speak Goblin and Orc. Can people tell them to all stand down?
That's what I was going to suggest.
Booyah.
I can't speak any additional languages.
Gotta get Zareth to do it. Or,
I can do Goblin and Orc.
You go, girl.
Work as an ambassador team.
Alright, well, if we're all in agreement then, I'm gonna ask the goblins to stand down. And, to, capture the orcs.
Okay.
We don't like orc. Orc, take us from home. That's a horrible voice for a goblin.
Enough.
Sorry.
Elmo.
Capture orcs alive or smashed with hammer you will be.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Zareth here. They need to stand down or we'll kill them too.
We just kill goblin. We kill orc. We don't kill goblin. I messed up. We kill orc.
Yeah.
You help us?
No, they need to stand down or we'll kill them too.
You hurt us?
Whoa,
Why you hurt us?
I want those orcs.
Note. Zareth wants to kill them anyway. He hates goblins. So, they should probably do what he said.
Yeah, they're backing me up here.
We don't fight dwarf. We don't fight human. We just fight orc. They take us from home.
Now they're talking in Goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't understand what they're saying.
No, you guys just hear a bunch of gibberish. Like,
I will boot you in the bloody head if you don't just capture them.
While they're having that discussion with the Goblin.
Before you speaking with them, hold on, Sarah.
Yeah, does anyone else here speak Goblin?
Strong bowman right here.
Zareth does.
I do.
Help me out, Izzy.
put the pretty elf in there.
We'd like to take you guys home, but we can't do that unless you work with us. So you need to stop attacking and let us finish this so that we can get you back to your homes.
Alright, we need these orcs for information.
We want to go back home. We want to work. We want to have life back. Not be slave. We hear them say that they make us slave in another land.
Well then, help us take these orcs. Capture them.
We help. We don't fight. We don't want to fight you. Man, my voice keeps changing every time. I don't know if he's Spanish or whatever.
Now they're a bunch of Mexican goblins.
Hey, man.
So, I want to ask this strong bow orc over here that's given up that I almost one-shot if he speaks common. I have some questions.
He just looks at you like he don't know what the hell you're saying.
I'm asking him.
He basically says no. They don't understand anything but orc, basically.
And then somebody asked him who the big dude was.
Thank you. Yeah.
Where did he go?
Yeah, I need to go ahead and interrogate them about that large orc. Who was it?
They're basically
Where did he go?
playing stupid, and they're basically saying, "What a work."
I have a
play torturer and take a limb.
If they say anything that you guys think is a lie, I have my detect deception skill, and I can represent or recognize deceptive behavior in an NPC.
That'll be good. Maybe Gregos should go ahead and kill that one right there as an example.
I think that the way that skill works is you have to understand. You have to actually. Now, if you could speak orc, you could use that skill. But seeing that you do not speak orc, I'm not going to allow you to be able to use that skill because you're not going to be able to understand what they're saying, how they're saying it, body movements to go with their language. So, no, I'm not going to allow you to make a skill check. But if you could speak that language, yes.
Well, I'm going to use my powers of sword in the wound that I created on this guy and wiggle it around a little bit.
Do you not have Intimidate?
Okay.
I do have Intimidate.
So, okay, he's down on his knees. So, are you basically going to just strike him and make an example of him? If you're going to, go ahead and you're hitting basically an armor class 10.
No.
Or no, actually, I think it's even higher than that.
He should be captured now.
Well, yeah, they're all surrendered. I mean, they're basically, their hands are up. They're down on their knees, basically. Unfortunately, I just don't have miniatures for that.
This is interrogation.
Yeah, I want to continue to put my sword in his wound and tell Vay to tell him that that's the wrong damn answer. Wrong answer. Screaming is not the answer I want.
So are you guys relaying? Are you guys relaying? You guys should probably move into the room a little bit more as well. So you guys are going to need to move your miniatures where you want to go. So you're not really screaming at each other.
Yeah, I'm telling him.
We can move wherever we want.
We're asking about
Correct,
that large orc, where he went and what he is doing. Or Gregos is going to finish him off.
I'm gonna go take care of those animals there.
Have fun.
Weirdo.
Sounds like the druid thing he would do.
Right.
So, does anybody have bandages by any chance?
Alright.
No, I've got some rations.
You got clothes and stuff. People can, rip off some of their, like part of their shirt or something to stabilize it. Plus the cure light wound. If he touched you where, The arrows pulled out. I mean, if the arrows were pulled out, you're gonna take another point of damage for each one. So
is
there
there
were
any
2
animal
arrows.
Here who will look wounded?
no, all of the animals that you can see, Magic, all of the animals are in great condition. They're just a little groggy. You can kind of tell that they've been given some kind of food or something to make them relatively calm. So, so they're not in cages, and they're chained to the wall, but you can tell that they're fine. They're not hurt or anything. They're just kind of
Ivory's pretty good.
I'm taking my rope in my bag and I'm kind of tied them up together and try to tell them to come with me. We go outside and do the same with them. And
did you cut their chains?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, whatever it takes. You get okay. So the next couple rounds, you're gonna be tending to the animals, Mr. Druid. So Magic, that'll be what he's doing for the next several rounds.
I'm going to be helping stabilize Jeff.
Okay.
Alright.
So
I'm going to look at Vey and tell her to tell that other orc that's not her that he's next when I get done with this one, unless this one starts talking.
Yeah. And he needs to answer these questions or we're going to finish him off.
Right.
Tell him that you should hope that he's not particularly fond of his arms.
We know clue where boss went. They just call him the boss. We don't know.
Break a finger.
Go ahead. No, kill that first one. We got 2 more.
And before you do kill him, if you do, tell the orc that if he gives us the answers that we need, I can heal him up, and we can
let him go.
All right. If you
go.
answer, we'll heal you and let you go.
We steal these animals to sell. We sell to see Luskin. They want animal. We steal animals, sell them animals. We've sold animals before to Luskin.
Who's Luskin?
Luskin is a city to the north.
Yeah, it is. It's a city to the north.
They are basically what Luskin is and Neverwinter. This is pre-Cataclysm. Luskin and Neverwinter are basically I'm not saying full-on war, but they do fight one another from time to time. So that's
they don't like each other.
Yeah, basically they do not like each other. Luskin and Neverwinter just do not get along.
I would like to know who their contact is.
I've got to go.
Okay.
Okay, dude. Take it easy. Thanks for coming, man.
I want to ask
So
them
Zareth
again.
stumbles out.
He just collapses and drinks a flask and just kind of goes,
wanders out.
Good ale. And just, basically staggles on out, man. Okay.
He's like, that was a shite fight.
Basically, they tell you that they are stealing animals from the zoo, and they have been for quite some time, and selling them to Luskin and other cities. They are worth a lot of money because they are not from this area and they have been transported in, and that's basically the animals. You do know that there is a reward for the return of these animals, and the zoo, which is in the Black Lake District, they will compensate you. So you know that these are definitely the animals that were stolen. Now, as back to the orcs, is all that these guys know is their boss, Snaggletooth. He's an orc that has a broken tusk. He's got one normal tusk and one broken tusk, and that's why he's called Snaggletooth. So the only thing that they know is Snaggletooth is working with another party that is basically brokering the transactions between these cities. That the orcs themselves are not selling stolen goods, and you actually see barrels and crates and everything in the room, and you actually see 5 large chests actually on the wall as well, and which are now I've actually uncovered them on the map. So you do know that they've got some kind of smuggling ring that's been going on down here, and it's been kept a pretty good secret, but the amount of money, the amount of currency that you guys have invested into informants and everything has actually paid off. So you've actually now found the animals, and you have I don't know what you guys are going to do with the goblins, but I mean the orcs, but the goblins are definitely thankful because Gibby here, he's pretty much he's the ringleader. Gibby said that he's going to speak in you, and obviously Goblin, and he's basically telling you that they heard Snaggletooth talking with somebody that had been here several days prior, and that this man was a human, and he was just basically double checking to make sure that all the plans were in order for the delivery of the animals, because they were going to take them from the sewers and meet this party out in the Neverwinter Woods somewhere. And that's all that the goblins heard. Now, but they did say that it was a human man, and they did not get a name or anything like that. But you guys scour the room. You guys have no clue where Snaggletooth went. He's gone basically.
I have one more question for the orcs.
Sure.
What type of magic did he use to disappear? Or do they know where he went?
Bossman liked to make lots of magical drinking liquids.
Potions.
So he could have just turned invisible and walked right past.
I want to use my detect magic.
Because he didn't want none of this. So I'm gonna sheath my weapon and put a makeshift bandage on this pitiful.
Yeah, I go ahead and say, I don't know what you guys are planning to do with those animals, but I'm gonna go release them into the forest.
No.
No, you're not. We're taking them back to the zoo.
No animal should be caged. I'm just gonna go release them into the forest.
I think Izzy should give Cytherian her mushrooms.
Before anyone makes any decisions, what do you think about taking the animals into the forest where they were supposed to be transported and hide and see if the person who was going to buy them shows up, and then maybe we can get that guy.
There you go.
That's better.
That's a good idea.
It sounds like a sound plan. I would also say to Severian, although I understand your wishes to free these animals to run free within the forests, if these are desired or sought after animals, you could not guarantee their safety of being recaptured and then transported to Luskan or wherever just by freeing them. They are sought after animals, so either they need to go back to the zoo to ensure their safety, or we need to do what Izzy said and obviously ensure that we can capture the ringleader.
Or that the forest might not be their natural habitat.
To the animal, and they being taken care of. I got to agree, but not to the zoo.
You know how to look after them? Do you know how to look after them?
Yeah, I don't think you're in any position to start making demands.
You tell us what we need to do and we'll ensure their safety. Well, I'll ensure I do my part.
I'm going to ensure they go back to the zoo.
Why, are you expecting to get a reward from this?
Right.
Yeah, there is definitely. You guys know that there is a pretty hefty reward for the return of these animals. You do know that part.
Plus, also, if they're not native to this area, just setting them in the wild is probably cruel. They may not be able to survive in this particular area. Some of them may have been born in captivity and don't know how to take care of themselves, so it's probably more compassionate to bring them back to the homes that they've known in the zoo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want any cruelty to animals to happen, but you're quite right that it was established that these are exotic animals for this region. I'll be honest with you, I have no earthly idea what's needed for the upkeep of these particular animals.
Oh yeah, you guys know that these animals, you've only read about these types of animals. You've never seen anything like this. So you guys know that these animals are definitely not, and especially you, Magic, you know that, this is definitely not, you know that it would not be good to set them loose in Neverwinter Woods, because you know that they won't survive.
Oh, alright, let's bring them back to their owner.
And also...
Let's heal the halfling!
If we don't stop this guy from his nefarious plans, then more animals could be in danger.
Right?
Correct. We wasn't paid for that.
No pun intended, but we're missing the big elephant in the room here. And,
well, we weren't. I mean,
bind up these prisoners.
I have
prisoners. Let's secure the prisoners.
Yeah, I have some rope.
Talk about these dang animals all day.
Would those elephants miss their tusks?
Didn't notice, there's 5 chests on the other side of this room.
Yes, and I also want to cast Detect Magic in here.
And I'd like
the halfling would love to see what's in there.
My detection skills to look for hidden doors.
How about that thief get over there and make sure there's no traps on those chests?
I would do, but can you not see that I'm trying to tend to the guy with 2 arrows?
I can help you guys with
we have a cleric
literally
and,
all those abilities.
Oh, yeah, I'll come help.
Halflings can help with that.
You go worry about the chest.
Well, you give him moral support or what? He's already been healed.
No, I mean, I have those abilities as a halfling.
We were talking to tomorrow.
Right, okay, I'm going over it and I will detect traps.
Alright, Magic is tending to the animals. So, Magic, you are, you're going to be over here taking care of the animals. Now, you wanted to cast Detect Magic,
yes.
Correct? You have that memorized, right? Okay.
I do.
When you cast Detect Magic, there's nothing in the room that sheds any kind of light or anything except for the chest. The chests have an aura to them, so there's definitely you can definitely tell that the chests are definitely enchanted.
All right.
Not the chests themselves, but
something inside.
You get what I'm saying. Correct.
Hey, Chili, you want to borrow a rope?
Who else wanted to do something?
Tie those orcs up.
Okay. Now, what did you want to do, Samoro?
I'm going to attempt to detect traps with my 10% success rate.
Okay.
Oh,
we're all dead.
What?
Wait.
What is your
chests are rigged with explosives? Watch out, guys.
Now I'm going to start in the middle, so get the fuck back.
Okay, now what is your
I'm gonna hide behind
chance of success? Actually,
10%.
Oh, okay. You got a 10% chance of detecting traps. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, you.
Roll 5 times, please. Left from right, no. 5 times.
I want to start.
Oh dear Lord! Oh my God!
I think one of them worked.
Oh,
hey, it's 10%. Oh.
All right. Some more is fumbling around and stuff. He's checking out different devices, looking at the sides, looking at the back of the chest, kind of, tilting the chest back a little bit, and then he just turns around and says, "Hey guys, coast is clear."
Now, did Jeff say he could also do this?
Kaboom!
And then I back off.
Okay. Okay, that is what you've wanted to do. Now let's see, Gregos, you are taking care of binding the orcs, correct?
Correct. Also, these weapons that they threw down on the ground, these bows, are they long bows, short bows? Are they good condition?
They're really, they're basically a little bit less quality of what
yeah, tell that
you
to
guys
Jeff.
have.
Driftwood or strings tied on the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys can actually, salvage the strings and stuff if you guys for the bow users, but the shafts, no, they're really not worth it. The arrows are really crappy quality as well.
Can I get the arrows along with Izzy that was fired that haven't been broken?
Correct. Yeah.
If I get healed, I will give you one of my quivers.
We'll
I
take
have
care
2.
of you. Hold on, I'm getting to you, Jeff. Just 1 second. I'm saving the best for last. Okay, now you can get your arrows back. I do allow it, but I want you to roll. Now, whenever you pull an arrow out of a target or whatever, if you roll a 1 or 20, this is how my DM did it, and this is how I'm going to do it. If you go to recover your arrows, if you roll a 1 or a 20, that means that arrow is pretty much broken and unrepairable. The same thing for your stones as well. We never had a sling user, but we'll use that rule for the same as your stones. Like maybe the stone just bounced perfectly on the ground and shattered or something. So 1 or 20, you guys make your rolls. I'm not going to watch them. And
what about
also,
my throwing hand?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, of course, it's like Thor, dude. You always get your hammer back, unless, just in case yours doesn't come back to you, you got to go get it. Thor's comes back to him. But yes, you can have your throwing hammer back.
Unless it falls in lava.
So what were all these 1s and 9s when you were checking those chests?
That was out of 100. I get 2 of my arrows back.
Right. Okay. Just make sure you guys adjust your quivers and stuff like that. Now to Jeff. I can see Izzy and actually, Izzy, did you not want to check for secret doors? I think that's what you said you wanted to do. Okay.
Yes, please.
Now what you have a skill? Is it a skill you took?
It's a part of the racial for elf. It says detection. You can detect up to 3 hidden doors.
Okay, now does it give you any kind of percentage chance, or is that let me look that up real quick. Sorry, give me just a second, guys.
So, are we gonna just look at these chests, or is somebody gonna go back there and actually try to...
Okay.
They ain't going nowhere.
Well, the way it is there, the way I'm reading it, you have a 1 in 3 chance to find detect secret and hidden doors. So let's roll an even-sided die that we can divide by 3. Let's go ahead and roll a
33%.
A 6-sided. Basically, yeah. So basically, roll a 6-sided, and if you get a 1 or 2, that'll be a success.
Roll a D2 then. Whatever.
All right, you go along the outskirts of the room. I mean, you're pretty thorough about it, but you just do not you don't see anything basically. Oops. Oops.
Good job.
She grew.
She did.
She stretches across the room.
So
all right.
am I
now,
done with those animals?
No, you're still working on them. You've got one. You've got the tigers done. Now you're working on the elephants. Okay. Now we're gonna get to Jeff. Jeff, you are at 3 hit points. Actually, you are down to 1 hit point because you had 2 arrows in you, and you. Excuse me, I had to burp. Yeah, you took 2 more points of damage for taking the arrows out. Caused you a little bit more pain, the barbs and all. So you are stable, and you can get to your feet, and you can move about now.
Is he still bleeding?
No, he is not bleeding. He is stabilized.
Okay.
But he. Oh, go ahead.
I thought both of those guys cast healing spells on him, and they each hit for 3. So does he get 6?
Oh, he should be.
Back?
Yeah, I didn't see the other roll. My bad. So if there was 2 rolls for 3 apiece, then yeah, he's at 4. So basically, yeah, you're fine, Jeff. You're gonna need a little bit of help walking around for a little bit, till you can fully gather your bearings back and everything.
I'll help.
But you are